Well, I mean, one of the key points to make in this context is one has to look at the area of best practice. And that's not just confined to the Asian Pacific region. That's there in Africa, it's there in Europe, it's there in the Americas as well. I mean, the fact of the matter is we are living in a world where there is a rising global population. And in 1950 there were 3 billion people living in the world, and in 2050 there will be 9 billion people living in the world. And as part of that process there are going to be tens of cities that will have populations in excess of 10 million people, and many of those cities are in Asia, are in Africa and are in Latin America. So the key points are that we're going to have to work and learn together as to how to use the best technology to modernise our energy sector, to ensure that our use of energy is more efficient, to ensure that our transport sectors are more interconnected, and to ensure that we develop innovative health systems to help in combat critical health diseases. But the key point about developing innovative goods and services is that one has to collaborate with the best talent from the research, educational and commercial arenas. And that does exist in Asia Pacific, but it also exists in Africa, it exists in the Americas, it exists in Chile, it exists in Europe. And we all have to work together in a cooperative and globalised manner, because no one country or no one region can develop goods and services from basic science to the marketplace on its own without engaging with the best ICT talent from all parts of the world. We're living in very exciting and adventurous times. I mean, the fact of the matter is internet use is going to double in the next 5 to 10 years. The number of ICT applications will increase by 4, cloud applications will increase by 7, and broadband applications will increase by 10. So while on the one hand there's great excitement that these new information communication technologies are an adventure that will help solve the needs of society, the reality is that governments, regulators, parliaments, commercial operators around the world have to take very clear, strategic and focused decisions so as to guarantee, firstly and foremost, that all the people in the world, rich and poor, men and women, urban and rural, are connected to broadband services, because without that we will end up with a more unequal society. At a time when we're trying to ensure we minimise inequality, we cannot have a situation where adventurous and exciting developments in the ICT arena widen the digital divide in all parts of the world, as opposed to reduce it and minimise it. And that's an obligation and a responsibility for all stakeholders in this process. Well, firstly and foremost, one mustn't underestimate the importance to invest in basic science. It is a proven fact that regions and countries that strategically invest in supporting basic science can then ensure that that science is applied in a proper and innovative way, and that in turn can help develop goods and services. The fact of the matter is, investment in basic science is a key component to developing an innovation ecosystem. There are many components to developing an innovation ecosystem which ensures the development of innovative goods, services, processes and materials, but a fundamental requirement in that process is the investment in basic science and the investment in basic research, but also investment in a way that plays to your strengths. If your research researchers and scientists are particularly good in the field of medical research, focus on that. If you have a tradition of research in the area of agri-food sectoral activities, focus on that. You can't be a champion in investment in basic science in all economic sectors, so you must focus on your strengths, and that in turn can deliver the innovative products in the final run.